Hello and welcome. Looks like the fans have opted for the lounge chair for this encounter. And joining me in the box for some special comments will be Gary Lyon.
Hey, Hutto, big game tonight. Can't wait.
Tonight, the Bulldogs and the Lions. It's a big clash in the middle to start this one. Martin gets onto the ball. Liberatore can't hold onto the tackle. Suckling collects it. Won the hit out. Flea a bit too casual with the tackle. Bontempelli slowing down now. Might be in need of a rest. 6 going for number 1. He's able to ride it home from a long way. He's excited about that one. And we have the first goal of the match. Thumps it clear. Martin gathers it now. Gets the loose ball. 20 goes inside forward 50. That kick covering some territory. Dalhouse brushed off easily. A piercing kick from Fossil. Ends up marking uncontested. Free going the way around. Going for goal number 1. He's excited about that one.
Of course, Hutto.
His teammates rush over. That's 2 in a row for the Lions. A fast start by Galop.
Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score.
McDonald won it down. With a driving kick. The mark is taken by 38. The loose ball scooped up. Baz puts another one through. He loved that one. The Lions lead by 18. Centre bounce. Tap came from McDonald. Uses the bump. Neil dug out the loose ball. Gives a don't argue. Moves the ball by foot. The ball goes over the boundary near the 50. What do you make of the game so far, Gary?
This is a classic game we're seeing right now.
Hammers it. He's got the football now. 6 just fends off his opponent. And it carries the line and through for a goal. They stretch their lead with that effort.
He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot.
About to resume play. McDonald won the hit out. Liberatore finds possession. Scott goes by hand. Flea struggling to run at the moment. The bounce ends up with 38. He wins possession. Finds it in motion.
The Lions haven't been in control. They've given up way too many uncontested marks and are letting the opposition set the pace.
Thank you, I'll have it.
The umpire will ball it up. Guides it down. Is in his possession. Hammer goes with the kick. Couldn't complete the mark. Picked off the deck. Puts on a bump. Bontempelli making his way onto the field. And will get a ball up. Changak thumps it forward. Wallace did well not to fumble. Bruiser couldn't keep his hands on it. Goes with the kick. Keeps the ball in. Fossil just gets it onto the boot. Adams dropped what he should have taken. He can take off after that handball. Intercepted by Campbell. They create the turnover. 44 contests the hard ball. Finds the loose ball. Well collected. The ball spills to 5. Rushes with the kick. 3. Had it. Lost it. Gives away a free for in the back. Treloar kicks it. 42 leading the race to the loose ball. What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
There's just not enough effort out there at the minute.
Takes possession, linking by hand, taken by Treloar. A good result there, and that's a goal for the Bulldogs. They get around him after that effort. The Bulldogs sink their first.
That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. That's a really good team goal.
Back in the middle. Changak won the tap. He gains possession. Picked up by Wallace. Intervening brilliantly was Brown. Gets a hand to the ball. 5 with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Treloar has the ball. That's a monster kick, and it's a goal. Smiles all round. The Bulldogs have kicked back-to-back goals. Momentum shifting back their way now.
The Lions are making the most of their ruck dominance. It's one area of their game that seems on top here.
Ball up in the centre square. Clears the contest. A chance for Bontempelli. 15 presents and takes the mark. 20 metres out.
Move it on.
He likes his chances from here. He acknowledges the crowd. That's 3 in a row for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs now only trail by 6.
It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement. A great bit of play that resulted in that goal.
Back in the middle, has the rucks go at it. Changak guides it down. Bontempelli fends off the tackle. 24 puts his body on the line. 24 free kick. Doesn't waste any time. Strong mark in the contest. Suckling moves it now. Out of bounds in the pocket. Changak coming off for a spell. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
I'm loving what this game is giving us right now.
Cameron with a chance to light things up. Sends it home. Celebrating hard. The margin is 12. Back in the middle now. Thumped clear. Dug out the loose ball. The umpire calls for a stoppage. Taps it down. He's got the footy in his hands. Wallace dismisses his opponent with disdain. Now we've got a ball up.
The Lions are making the most of their ruck dominance. It's one area of their game that seems on top here.
The kick towards goal. 6 drives it home from a long way out. That's his 3rd. He's doing his job out there. Gets some reward for his efforts. We resume hostilities.
The Lions are in front in the clearances, and it's allowing them to create pressure up the field and scoring opportunities.
Out of bounds on the wing. Umpire tosses it in. Wins the ruck duel. He has the ball. Gets around the pressure. 20. Fends off the tack. Wants to keep it moving. Gaz, what are your thoughts on that opening term?
The Lions started well. Now it's time for them to do it for 4 quarters.
Both sides might want to work on their defence after a high-scoring opening term. What can you tell us from the stats, Gaz?
The Lions are forcing the opposition to give it to the open player.
Players ready to start the second quarter. Back with another centre bounce. McDonald clears the contest. .15 goes it alone. The scoreboard starting to worry the Bulldogs now. Doing well to intercept that kick.
The Lions just aren't running for each other or creating space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many set shots inside 50.
And the ball trickles over the boundary. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
This is a classic game we're seeing right now.
Ball gets cut off. Fights the good fight. He flicks it over. 3, unable to hold on. Interesting handball. Clear free kick. Converting these opportunities could make a big difference to today's result. The kick ends up hitting the post. The Lions with a bit of a break now. Unsure of their next move. McRae grabs that one. Quick handball. Dishes it off to a player on the run. Ineffective handball. 6 couldn't complete the tackle. Up for grabs for 24. Just put his hands in the back of the opponent and it's a free. Strong with the body and wins the mark. Stringer releases by hand. The tackle deserves the free and gets it.
Showing some really good pressure there.
Good mark there. He takes the shot. Kick on the way. The Lions lead is now 19. Picked up by Baz. He's put that one through. Congratulated by his teammates. The lead is now 25. Thumps it clear. He has the ball. Martin takes it well. Dug out the loose ball. 3, just put it on the boot. Nice work from Baz. Got their hands free. Here's Cameron. Unbelievable. And they put it through. This one gives them a bigger lead. Look at him. He really...
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal.
Martin with the punch. Liberatore wins the foot race. They can link up now. Looks to move it by foot. Great mark. Normally a pretty good kick. Let's see what he can do here. Look at them celebrate that effort. Umpire ready to resume play. Clears the contest. The ball in the hands of 46. Sweeping handball. Bruiser looks to get onto the football. 42, clean from the half volley. He acknowledges the crowd. The Bulldogs could kick back-to-back goals. They're working their way back now. Thumped clear. 46 with the ball. Bruiser couldn't hang on to the ball. Collected by Sauce. Sauce earns a free kick. Penetrating handball. Little 1-2. Well taken at ground level. Just put it on the boot. Can't take the mark. Turned it over. Uses the hands instead of the body. And it's a free kick. Needs a bit of a rest. Adams puts it on the boot. Bruiser with the mark.
The Lions have the lead, but they're allowing plenty of opposition marks inside 50. They need to fix up that aspect of their game if they're to stay on top.
Move it on.
McLean going for number 1. Drop punt straight through the middle. He loved that one. The Bulldogs have 3 in a row. The Bulldogs reduce the margin. Swats it. This is Neil. It's a turnover. Releases the handball. Putting on the bump was Stringer. Hits the target by hand. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
You're right, Hutto. He's gone missing lately.
What a kick. And he puts it through. That will settle the nerves. Gets his first on the board. McDonald couldn't be happier with that goal. McDonald thumps it forward. Ends up with Bontempelli. He's got the football now. Treloar drives the kick. Doesn't take the mark. Using every ounce of energy he has left. Considering the options on the kick-in. Dalhouse has it. Opportunity once again for the Bulldogs to put one through.
Bring it on.
Going for goal number 1. He delivers with a drop punt. He's excited about that one. The Bulldogs bring it back to under 3 goals.
He did really well there and gets the reward. That came off the back of some good work further up the ground.
Back in the middle now. Thrashes it. Opportunity for Bontempelli. Kicks hurriedly. And the mark will be paid. No angle to speak of. Close in. Should kick this. Baz. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. He celebrates hard after that. The Lions with the edge right now over the Bulldogs.
This is how they can score big, Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort.
We're back in motion. Punches it clear. McDonald on the ball. We'll get a ball up. Anything standing out at the moment for you, Gaz?
I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment, Hutto. A great game of footy.
Right footy.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Thumped by McDonald. Hurried kick. Ends up turning this ball over.
The Lions are allowing too many marks inside the opposition forward 50. If they continue to get beaten in this area, they'll find it difficult to keep the lead.
A mark by 38. Works it from the back half. Finds a target. Adams kicks it. Treloar finds the ball on the move. He drives it. The ball finds its way out of play. Thrown in now. Punched away. Giving it off was 24. Bontempelli quickly onto the boot. Marks now and can send it back. That's a huge kick. A race for the loose ball. Pocket rocket just landed in his back. 38 releases the ball. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the term. The scores: the Lions 62, the Bulldogs 44.
It's been a promising first half for the Lions. They'd be confident they can keep it going in the second half.
Gary, does anything stand out in the stats?
The Lions have to be smarter with their ball use at times. At the moment, they're turning it over in the air too regularly for their liking.
Thanks, Gary. We're set to go at the start of the third quarter. Back in the middle to resume play.
The Lions are taking advantage of their ruckman's ability. It gives them first use at the stoppages and forcing the opposition to defend.
McDonald just not good enough with that kick. 19 points the difference.
The Lions have been poor with their ball use. They've turned it over on too many occasions, and it's allowing the opposition chances to score.
Give it on.
He looks like he needs a spell. Kick on the way. No issues with that drop punt. His teammates rush over. The Lions with the ascendancy over the Bulldogs, leading 69-44. McDonald just swats it away. And now Neal. Bontempelli marks in a bit of space. Elects to kick. He looks like he needs a spell.
Let him up. Well.
The umpire calls for the ball now. What do you make of the game so far, Gary?
I'd really love it if these teams took the contest to the next level.
McDonald with the hit. Scott gets the loose ball. Just gets a hand in. Liberatore going for number one. What a lovely goal from there. Smiles all round. The Bulldogs close the gap to 19. Centre bounce. Changa thrashes it. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Nobody can hold on here. Well picked up. Handball finds Adams.
Thank you.
The umpire calls for it. Winning it was Changa. Rushes with the kick. Doesn't hold on to the mark. Picks it up. Hacking it out of there. 44. Couldn't snaffle it. Has to do better than that in the mark contest. Lining up for goal. 30 metres from home. Needs a bit of a rest. He drives it towards goal. 6 enjoying that goal. The Lions by 25.
Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score. It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement.
About to resume play. Hammers it. Finding the loose ball was McRae.
No prior.
What can you tell us, Gaz?
This game needs a spark at the moment.
Finds his man. Bobbles. Not getting much of it, Gaz.
He's barely touched the ball.
The Bulldogs reduce the margin. Scott searching for a teammate. Brown runs after this one. Bruiser coming onto the ground. Changa with the punch. 3 kicks hurriedly. Made the tricky bounce look easy. We'll get a ball in. The ball is coming back into play. Goes by hand. Hunter is blowing hard after that effort. What a brilliant tackle. Nugget grabs him up.
Great tackling there, Hutto.
Using every ounce of energy he has left. Good mark and looks to send it back. Uses it by foot. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
That's right, Hutto. He just can't seem to get into the game.
Spills the mark. Gets a touch to the ball. Dale goes for it now. The drop punt goes straight between the big sticks. They get around him after that effort. About to resume hostilities. Hammers it. Neal there to mop up. Liberatore picks up the loose ball with quick hands. Martin gets on the end of that handball. He gives it a ride. Slams it onto the boot. Scott doesn't take the mark. Just gets it onto the boot. Brown couldn't hang on to the ball. Practicing some fancy moves. Movement by hand. Fighting hard was 5. Going for goal number 1. 3 delivers with a straight drop punt. Gets some reward for his efforts. The Lions beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 81-57.
A great bit of play that resulted in that goal. That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. The Bulldogs can't have trouble winning the ball. They just need to use it more effectively to get into a winning position.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. McRae links up with a chance to run.
Pin. Thank you.
And the umpire will ball it up. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
I'd love for the coach to send a message out there and tell these players to take the game on.
Looks like the ball will be coming back. Moves it by foot. Marked by Sauce. Just kicks it long. Drops the mark. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
He needs to find a way into this game.
Bruiser had it, lost it. Bobbles hits him hard. The loose ball picked up. Got hands to it. Neil read it best. Suckling handballs at full stride. Receives the handball. Takes a simple grab. Needs a big kick if he's going to put this through.
Give it on.
A chance to put a second goal on the board. Coughed up by Johnson. Stringer collects it. Scott couldn't stick the tackle. You could see that happening right after it left his boot. They would have loved to get that one. Bruiser assessing the options. Couldn't complete the mark. Baz with a penetrating handball. Neil wants to keep running. Going for goal number 1. The drop punt sails between the big sticks. Celebrating hard. The lead is now 29.
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal. He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot. The Lions have been giving the opposition a chance to move the ball around freely, which is working because they're getting on top once they force a contest.
The game is back underway. Changak thumped it clear. Martin finds possession. Takes possession.
I'll have it.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
I'm waiting for something to change the way this game is going right now.
Baz, the #1 ranked player on the ground.
He is dominating this game.
Congratulated by his teammates. The margin is 35. About to resume hostilities. Thumps it clear. Is in his possession. Wallace unable to lay the tackle. Adams with the intercept. 24 onto the ball. Hammer spills it. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Maybe the coach needs to get on the phone to him and give him some instructions.
Changak thumps it clear.
Thank you. I'll have it.
Now we'll get a ball up. Changak just slaps it down. Hunter keeps coming. Gathered by McRae. Applies a bump. Neil collects the loose ball. It'll be a ball up. Three-quarter time. The Lions 93 plays the Bulldogs 58. A quarter of footy to go.
The Lions walk into three-quarter time with the lead and the confidence they can win this game.
A high-scoring third term sees opportunity for both sides heading into the final quarter. Time to take a look at the stats.
The Lions are allowing the opposition uncontested marks, but they set up behind the ball so well it forces the opposition to play that style.
Much appreciated. We have 1 quarter of footy ahead of us. Let's go.
Oh, they've got to take some risks now. They can't afford to waste any time. The Lions are winning the ball out of the clearance and are capitalising. It's much easier to score when you're always on the front foot.
Pocket rocket marks. Fans crossing their fingers, hoping he can put this one through the big sticks.
They're doing really well to choose some time off the clock here.
Needs a bit of a rest. Going for goal number 1. He pops through the goal. This kick has extended their lead. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. The Lions are starting to take control. Punches it clear. Has it now. Pushes off the tackler. McDonald with quick hands. It's cut off by Adams. Lobs the handball. Martin is streaming past and gets the footy. Ball picked up. He gets another possession. The fans hoping this one goes through to give them a glimmer of hope. Look at them celebrate that effort. The Bulldogs trying to get back to a manageable score. We're back in the middle to resume play. 1 it down. With the ball now. Dug it out. Stringer releases it under pressure. Ends up turning it over. Fumbles the ball. Has to do better than that in the mark contest. Puts it on the boot. Fossil looking to track down the footy. Flea now heading to the bench for a break. Anything standing out at the moment for you, Gaz?
I'd really love it if these teams took the contest to the next level. The Lions aren't making the most of their hit-outs. It's going straight to the opposition.
Martin sends it clear of the contest. Scott missed an opportunity to mark. The loose ball scooped up. Wins the race to the ball. The ball spills to 6. Macca heads onto the ground. We'll get a stoppage. 1 down. He wins possession. He gets his hands on the footy. He gains possession. Bounce works for Campbell. He takes aim. That's a well-executed kick for a goal.
Yes, hello.
The Bulldogs badly needed that one. He's enjoying that goal. Umpire ready to resume play. Punched away. 46 gets the ball. McLean made a meal of that one. Just put it on the boot. He heads for home. No problems with that kick from Dalhouse. Pretty happy with that one. The Bulldogs have kicked the last 3 goals. Fighting hard to get back in this game. 20 picks up the loose ball. Adams will be upset with that. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Yeah, he's having a real quiet match, Hutto.
And now we'll have a ball up. Martin hurls it away.
Thank you, I'll have it.
Thumped clear. Liberatore crosses off the tackle. Just gave it away. Couldn't snaffle it. Finds the loose ball. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. Unfortunately, lets them down there. The Lions stretch the lead to 4 goals. 38 plays on. Kicks it out of the back 50. 44 drops the mark. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Well, he hasn't had the impact we were expecting.
Macca getting the crowd involved. The Lions with a handy break. They lead the Bulldogs 106 to 76. Slapped away. Links with hands. Campbell now. He's got the footy in his hands. The Bulldogs are happy about that one. He acknowledges the crowd. Consolation goals, all they can hope for now.
He did really well there and gets the reward. That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. One thing the Lions are really good at is getting the ball inside 50 and then locking it in. They're well on top in that area, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Swats it. He gets his hands on the footy. The ball ends up going to ground. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Yeah, he's barely touched the ball.
The Lions' lead is now 25. Searching for a teammate. Pocket rocket. Looks to get onto the football. And that kick goes offline. The Lions by 26.
The Lions have turned it over too often today. They aren't coping with the pressure. They should try and slow it down and control the ball for a moment.
Didn't mark it. 24 got the hands free. 38 comes away with the ball. Dishes it off. Put his body on the line. Stringer gets the handball away. 15 links with a teammate who can run. Congratulated by his teammates. The Bulldogs have kicked the last 2 goals. They continue to tighten this game up. Brown dug it out. Suckling dug out the loose ball. McLean couldn't keep his hands on it.
No prior.
My ball, says the umpire. What can you tell us, Gaz?
I'd love for the coach to send a message out there and tell these players to take the game on.
Ball up called. Clears the contest. A bit too hard with a push, and it's a free kick. Moved on by Martin. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
He needs to find a way into this game.
It's somehow pitched over the line, and it's a goal. Another goal for 42. He's got 2. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. Back in the middle now. McDonald won the hit out. Campbell grabbed it clean. He's put it through. Off hands from Baz. Smiles all round. The Lions 114 plate. The Bulldogs 94. Thrashes it. 46 has the ball. Gets the handball away. McDonald gets it back from Nugget. Nugget going for broke now. A drop punt through the goals. Look at them celebrate that effort. That's 2 in a row for the Lions. 26 points the difference. Uses a short handball. Gets a quick kick away. Couldn't quite with the mark. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Yeah, he's having a real quiet match, Hunter. He can't afford to be missing too many chances in front of goal.
As we edge to the end of this match, it's unlikely they'll be able to come back from here.
The Lions have turned the ball over a lot trying to play aggressively. It's where they turn it over, which doesn't make it as dangerous.
Handballs. Clean pick up by 42. A quick handball from Dale. Going for goal number 1. He's enjoying that goal. The Bulldogs behind by 19. And we're back in motion. McDonald clears the contest.
Right footy.
Now it's a ball up. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
I'm really enjoying this one, Hutto.
McDonald gets the loose ball. Kicks hurriedly. Brown got hands to it. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Well, he hasn't had the impact we were expecting.
Adams throws the ball away.
Move it on.
Pocket rocket looks in need of a spell. The kick connects with the post. The Lions doing well at the moment.
The Lions have turned it over too often today. They aren't coping with the pressure. They should try and slow it down and control the ball for a moment.
Fantastic result for fans of the Lions. What stood out for you today, Gaz?
One side just wanted it more, and they deserve to get the result.
Cheers, Gaz. The Lions have beaten the Bulldogs 127 to 101. Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.
Thanks, Hutto. Until next time.